And welcome to episode number 22 of this Toronto Maple Leafs NHL 22 playthrough. And we're up here, we're playing the San Jose Sharks. We're continuing the West Coast road trip. If you watched the last episode, you'll know that we defeated the LA Kings, but we were without Austin Matthews. We're still without Austin Matthews in this game. I elevated Jason Spezza to the second line in the last episode, and that move worked out well. And real life Sheldon Keefe saw that video, and he said, you know what? I'm going to play Jason Spezza higher up in the lineup. And he did that last night in Winnipeg after he had an incredible performance the night before against the Minnesota Wild. Here we are, the SAP Center at San Jose. So like I said, still without Austin Matthews. Jack Campbell's back in net for us. John Tavares playing on that first line after scoring the game winner in the last episode. And we get Wayne Simmons back in this episode as well. So that's exciting for us. There's TJ Brody getting an awkward hit there at the sideboards. Not a good look, but... Oh man, nice shot there by Tavares right off the draw. And I feel like I always say that right off the draw, right off the hop, let's go. I also say let's go a lot, as has been pointed out by me, apparently. Yeah, the Toronto Maple Leafs have not had the best couple of days the last few days. They lost to the Minnesota Wild on Saturday night. They were down 3-0 in that game, came all the way back. Oh man, Marner just got leveled. Came all the way back. Oh, it's a 5-minute major. This is troublesome. Is Marner hurt? Oh, man. It's Evander Kane. He's gotten a game misconduct on the play. All right. Time to set up the power play. Hopefully, Mitch Marner isn't out long term. We got the second unit out. It's time to try and score some goals. Yeah. Like I was saying, the Minnesota Wild game, they were down 3-0, but then they came back basically on the back of Jason Spezza. Spezza had a great game. 3 points in like 6 minutes or something like that. There's Engvall to Kerfoot. Back to Engvall. No, but Spezza's going to hold it at the point, and it's going to go behind the net for Kerfoot. We'll talk about the Minnesota Wild game more here in a second. Kerfoot in front. Rebound. Carlson will clear it. And then, unfortunately, there was a bit of bad luck there at the end of the game in the Minnesota Wild game. There's Kerfoot getting turned off the puck and back the other way come the Sharks. Campbell got leveled in that game, right in like the last minute of play. And for whatever reason, a penalty wasn't called. So the Leafs would have had an extended chance in overtime with a 4-on-3, but if that penalty was called, but it wasn't. So unfortunately, they weren't able to get a power play in overtime until much later. And then when that happened, of course, they weren't able to score, and then it went to a shootout. And yeah, they lost that game. That's okay, that happens. So then you go into the Winnipeg the next night. Oh man, not ideal here to start the 5-minute power play. So then they go into Winnipeg, and Joseph Woll is playing, and he has a bit of a tough night. Mitch Marner's out there, by the way, so it's good that he's not going to be missing some time here. And he had a bit of a rough night, which is bound to happen, but the Leafs also had a rough night defensively as well. So here's what I'll say. Last night was one of the key examples of what happens when referees lose control of the game. There's Ferraro getting around Simmons, going to the net, stopped by Campbell. There were several plays last night where penalties could have been called. Rasmus Sandin, that hit was one of them. I'm just icing the puck like ridiculously here on the power play. Not good. There's lots of chances for the penalties to be called, and the referees lost control of the situation. There was another play where Austin Matthews was on the ground, basically, just with Dubois laying on top of him, and for whatever reason, a penalty wasn't called in that situation either. And then later on, Jason Spezza took out Neil Pionk, and there was no penalty called on that. Here we go. Oh, man, I thought I was going to be able to find Nylander there at the side of the net. Man, this power play is all out of sorts. We don't get very many opportunities, so it struggles when we finally do get an opportunity because we just haven't had any practice. Nylander behind the net to Marner. Stopped there by James Reimer. Love James Reimer, one of the best goaltenders in Toronto Maple Leafs recent history. We're going to go back to power play unit 2, I guess. Try and get something going here. We need to score here because we've been struggling with offense. If you're a long-time watcher of this series, through the first 21 episodes, you know how much I struggle with offense. Doesn't seem like... Oh, man. I thought that was going to be a penalty there for Ritchie. Almost a delay of game penalty here. We've wasted the first 3 minutes of this power play and really haven't had anything go right for us. So let's go with Kerfoot. With Engvall to the net. Kerfoot turns back. Kerfoot. Looking for options. Doesn't find any. Ritchie in front scores. Nick Ritchie, 5th goal of the season. Burying that power play chance. Nick Ritchie's been great for us. I've said it more than once in this series. Nick Ritchie, absolutely incredible in the video game world. Not so much in real life, but that's okay. We'll take the video game performance, and we have a 1-0 lead after the game misconduct to Evander Kane. And we're still on the power play. And we're going to try and get some more action going on here. I'm glad that we at least got one. That makes me feel somewhat successful. Let's see if we can get another here. If we get another... Okay, we're going to go to the PP number 1 here. If we get another one, then I'll feel really good, really confident about this game. We got to see if we can get Mitch Marner going here. That's what my dad said. My dad's one of the long-time watchers of these videos. He says, we got to get Marner going. You got to get Marner going. Got to get 2 assists for Marner. That's what he told me this afternoon. So it's like, okay, let's see what we can do. Here we go. We got William Nylander in. Nylander shoots. Stopped by Reimer. The puck is going to stay there. It's going to go off the skate of Marner. And the puck will be cleared. I got a cut on my thumb. The other night, I dropped a steak knife. And when I went to catch it, I cut my thumb, and it's right on where the controller is. I don't know what they're called, the little knobs or whatever. Yeah, so it's really stinging. There's Nylander's shot. Marner. It's basically one and done in these power plays, and we're not getting anything at all. We're not generating anything, and it's a real struggle. So let's see if we can get Tavares here. Tavares came through for us in the last game. Tavares going to the net. We're going to drop it back for Simmons. Simmons is going to walk into it, but that shot's blocked. Ferraro gets it, and he'll clear it down the ice with 27 seconds to go in the power play. Morgan Riley, let's move it. Oh, Nylander just gets leveled. That's a penalty every day of the week. Come on, refs. Where are you? I know that first call that you had was questionable, but man, oh man, that's a penalty every day of the week. I did not have the puck there at all. Brutal play. And that's going to do it for us on the power play. We got the 1 goal, but we didn't generate much of anything. There's a long lead pass for Pierre Engvall. Pierre Engvall is going to drop that puck back to Ritchie. At the point to Simmons. Simmons with the blast. And that's blocked there by Karlsson. Kerfoot on that puck. Engvall back to Simmons. And that puck is poked away. And it'll go back down the ice for Engvall to collect. Yeah, wasn't really happy last night with the Toronto Maple Leafs performance in Winnipeg. But would have liked to see the refs take a little bit more control of this situation. Because now Neil Pionk was suspended. But Jason Spezza has an in-person hearing, which means that it could face a suspension of more than 5 games, which I think is kind of ridiculous because Spezza's not a repeat offender. And there was no penalty called on the play. So I really don't know. I think it's kind of sad that there's a lot of manipulation, I guess, regarding penalties in the National Hockey League and things not being called when they should be called. There's Richie in front for Kasha, and that'll just go by the stick of Kasha as they can't connect. A really good example of that would be the situation in Edmonton last night where Connor McDavid received a 5-minute major penalty in a game misconduct for boarding. Was it a penalty? Probably. Was it a major? I wouldn't say so. But is it something that's happened a lot against Connor McDavid in the past? Absolutely. Absolutely. And you see these trends, once it gets out, word gets out that certain players are good at drawing penalties, like Connor McDavid, for instance, like Michael Bunting for the Toronto Maple Leafs, that all of a sudden those penalties start going away. And I just think that's totally wrong. Nice hit there by Justin Hall. He finds Bunting in front. No, blocked by Bonino. And the Sharks will come back the other way. I would just like to see a little bit more consistency in the National Hockey League calling games from situation to situation. Here's Bunting to the net. Bunting, backhand shot stopped by James Reimer. He's been good in this game. Mitch Marner is a little bit testy there, trying to get... I don't even know what was going on there, but it was a bit of a scrum. Marner is not happy with the way that he was treated early on in this game. Obviously, that Evander Kane hit was nasty. And here we go. Back out. Oh, there's a turnover from Willie Nylander to LeBlanc. Oh, nice play there by Travis Dermott to break up that play as LeBlanc potentially had a chance there. Here's Jason Spezza behind the net, and Jason Spezza is going to break it out here on the second line for his line mate, William Nylander. William Nylander in through the zone. Nylander back to the point for Travis Dermott. Dermott can't hold on to the puck, but he's going to feed it over to Rasmus Sandin, who's wearing number 38. So if you picked episode number 22, that's the episode where I change Rasmus Sandin's number, you would 100% be correct. Congratulations. Your prize is in the mail. Congratulations. Episode 22, that's the episode number where I finally changed Rasmus Sandin's number. And yeah, so thanks for playing along. That was a fun game. I'm sure everybody was enjoying it. I saw all the comments about it. Just kidding, there were none. But it was a fun game for me to play because I just wanted to see when I was going to remember to do it. And with Rasmus Sandin in the news so much over the last 24 hours or so, nice backhand shot there by Richie. Tries to get by James Reimer, but did not work. With all the Rasmus Sandin news in the last 24 hours or so, I figured why not give him his rightful number. He's going to be out 2 to 3 weeks after all, after that hit from Neil Pionk, the hit that he got suspended 2 games for. That's the end to a very long first period. It's 1-0 for the Toronto Maple Leafs as they look to continue their dominance in California in the video game world. We beat the Kings in the last episode, thanks to an overtime goal from the captain, John Tavares. We also had goals from Spezza and Pierre Engvall in that game. So just try to continue the solid defensive play. What a broken play that was. Logan Couture picks up his 3rd goal of the season. The Shark is making its shark noise. That was such a broken play. Did not like that. And it just like that, it's 1-1. And I'm beginning to think, hey, maybe I should have scored more goals on that power play. We'll try and generate more here as Bunting comes in. Bunting finds Marner behind the net. Marner gets run over again by Brent Burns, and this time Marner's down for good. Marner is down. There's a delayed penalty against the Toronto Maple Leafs? How am I getting the penalty off of that? I'm getting the charging penalty. Tavares is going to the box for the charging penalty when my player is literally laying down on the ice. How does that make sense, EA Sports? Come on. Get it together. Oh, man, this is just like last night's game in Winnipeg where the referees are absolutely robbing us. That faceoff is won there by the Sharks. Bonino! Stopped by Jack Campbell there. That is absolutely atrocious refereeing. It's like last night when Pierre-Luc Dubois was on top of Matthews, and somehow Matthews got a penalty in that as well. It makes no sense. Like, come on. Obviously, the referees in this game heard me dissing them and said, hey, we can't stand that. We have to stand up for our real-life referees, our real-life partners. And obviously, that's exactly what they did. Marner just got absolutely leveled. And I get the only penalty. Come off of it. You've got to be kidding me. Just get the puck out. There's a nice play by Kampf to muscle that puck out. And he's going to break in kind of all by himself here. And he's going to do some nice work there to kill off a couple of seconds of time. Nice poke check by Hall at the line there. Kampf will collect the puck and send it down 200 feet. Justin Hall is going to try and jump in that play. I don't know why the defensemen do that. They've always done it in every EA Sports game that I've ever played. Ever since they try and went all realistic, that is. They... Uh-oh! Scores. Matt Nieto. Saw that coming from a mile away. What a joke. That's all I'm going to say about this is, my goodness. We need better refereeing. Okay. There's only so much complaining that you can do. Eventually, you got to recollect yourself and get yourselves back in the game. The Toronto Maple Leafs did that in Minnesota the other night. Got themselves back in the game by playing hard in a game that they probably had no business being in. Even though they the 3 goals that Minnesota scored were questionable at best. And that they were lucky breaks. Bounces off of players or bounces off of referees. Kerfoot with a shot. No traffic in front. Easy stop for James Reimer there. The Winnipeg game, I would have liked to see a little bit more fight. Obviously. But I do get it on a back-to-back. It's hard to perform that. Mount 2 massive comebacks back-to-back. But I don't know. They did have lots of fight in the physicality department, which is something that the Toronto Maple Leafs haven't had in the past. I mean, Wayne Simmons you saw stepping up for his teammates. Who else? You also saw Kyle Clifford in there. So it's definitely a different look for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So it'll be interesting to see if come playoff time that gives their superstars a little bit more space or not. I really don't know how that works. Here's Hurdle coming in. And he passes it off, and that's intercepted by Bunting. Bunting to Nylander. All right, let's go, Nylander. Nylander's in. I'm going to drop it back for TJ Brodie. He's got lots of room, lots of space. TJ Brodie scores. Oh, James Reimer got a huge chunk of that, but it popped up in the air, and Reimer could not find it. It's TJ Brodie's second goal of the season. And just like that, this game is tied up at 2s. He had lots of space, just walked right in there. The puck popped up. It looked like Hurdle had a chance to get there, but could not get there in time. And we're tied at 2s. Gotta love that depth scoring when it comes through for you. There's a nice face-off win by Tavares. Oh, I tried to drop it back to TJ Brodie, but that pass did not connect. Instead, we'll stretch it out here to Bunting. Bunting's going to hang out at the line here. He's leveled, kind of coming across the blue line there. No call again. The physicality is definitely picking up in this game. Morgan Riley with a huge hit, but Bonito's in. Stopped by Campbell. Huge save there by Soup as Morgan Riley went and took the man, but left his man in the process. There's a nice play by Soup to move the puck to TJ Brodie. TJ Brodie will get it out to Simmons at the line, and Simmons will just dump it in like the good veteran player that he is. Wayne Simmons is a very good hockey player, has been for a long time, the pride of Scarborough, has played very well for the Toronto Maple Leafs of late, so no complaints about that at all. Here's Simmons walking in. He'll blast it off of the skate there. Is that Carlson? No, it's, I don't know who that is. It may be Vlasic. Mikheyev, soon to be back in the Toronto Maple Leafs lineup with a backhand shot there. Pierre Engvall's on it. He goes to the net. And that's going to be turned aside by Reimer as well. Finally, we got some pressure. Simmons is looking. And I was going to pass it back. I thought Engvall was going to go back there, but he did not. And instead, the San Jose Sharks come up with the puck. And they'll break it through center. It's Cogliano. Cogliano gets hit by Sandin there. But he holds onto the puck. Sandin with a nice block. Sandin with a good stick. Sandin, the puck is sitting there. There's another delayed penalty. You have got to be kidding me. What is going on? It's an interference penalty. It's going to Wayne Simmons. Are they going to show us the replay? Because I just don't believe this anymore. Absolutely ridiculous. Normally, EA Sports calls no penalties. And in this game, we've had 2 atrocious calls. I mean, I'm assuming that one's atrocious because I didn't see it. So just going to try and clear it out here. Nick Ritchie. You know, I like to push it on the penalty kill. Try and get some goals. There's Barabonov. Nice stick there by Morgan Riley. And we're just going to clear that puck down into the Sharks zone. David Camp is going to play some nice defense here. Timo Meier hammered there by Muzzin, but Couture is on the puck. Couture, Meier, nice stop by Campbell. The puck is loose. It's going to go back to the point, and we're going to get it out. It's Nick Ritchie racing onto the puck. Nick Ritchie with Camp going to that. Nick Ritchie stops, holds up, turns around. Nick Ritchie, forehand, backhand. He's still got the puck. Nick Ritchie again, looking for an open man. Can't find him. But it's back behind the net. This is great work by the Toronto Maple Leafs penalty killers here. Oh man, what can you say about these Toronto Maple Leafs penalty killers? Just killing off of basically a full minute there. Oh, but for some reason, they don't hustle back into the zone. And there's a chance there for the Sharks. And it's Barabonov with a shot stopped by Campbell. 6 minutes to go in the second period. 42 seconds to go in the power play. Whenever there's lots of penalties in these games, these episodes tend to run a little bit long. Generally speaking, I run out of things to talk about too. So what else is going on in the NHL? We'll get to that here in a second because the Sharks got a puck there when I was unable to clear the puck, tip off the post there. Dermott's going to find Nylander, and Nylander is going to get it out to center ice. The Vancouver Canucks cleared house, named Bruce Boudreau their head coach, and fired their GM, Jim Benning, as well. Did not name a replacement, but the apparent replacement is former Montreal Canadiens GM, Marc Bergevin, which I think is absolutely hilarious. I just think it's hilarious that the NHL is such like an old boys club where they just recycle the same players or personnel over and over and over again. And it's really kind of sad that not a lot of people get the opportunity that maybe they deserve. That's kind of why I like the fact that when the Toronto Maple Leafs had that decision of whether they were going to keep the Hunter guy, or Mark Hunter, or whether they were going to keep Kyle Dubas. I'm glad that they made the decision to give it to the young guy and give it to Kyle Dubas. And you could argue that that decision hasn't worked out so far for the Toronto Maple Leafs because they still haven't won a first-round series, and they haven't had as many draft picks out of late because of the trades that Dubas has made, and some trades that you could maybe consider questionable. What happened there? It's Nieto again. Not sure what happened. And we're not going to see a replay either. The Sharks lead 3-2. I did not hit skip there, so I don't know what happened. Here's Tavares in. Oh, look at that. What a response there from the captain, John Tavares. He says, enough of this crap. I'm just going to blast it by Reimer. And I don't know, that was probably like 3 seconds, but it's his 4th goal of the season. John Tavares is coming alive here with Austin Matthews out of the lineup. It's 3-3. Like I say, when we have offense, we have offense. And when we don't, we struggle. But we play well defensively. So another tight game here. Morgan Riley in front. Had a chance. And there's another penalty here. This time it's going to be to the San Jose Sharks. It's an interference penalty. As Ferraro's going to go to the box. I thought that was Ray Ferraro's kid, but I don't think it is. Because Ray Ferraro's kid's Landon Ferraro, I think. All right, we're starting off with power play unit number 2 with a chance to take the lead in the game. Kerfoot doesn't win the faceoff, but Ritchie's right on it. Ritchie in front. Engvall stoned there by James Reimer. And the puck is cleared down. Wow, what a chance there for Pierre Engvall. But James Reimer read it. And he came across, and there's a nice stop there by James Reimer. And Matt Nieto 1 goal away from the hat trick. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm really happy that the Toronto Maple Leafs made Kyle Dubas the GM, and I think he was the right decision, even though a lot of people would not say that. It looks like we finally lost Mitch Marner. I haven't seen him out in a little bit. He's not on this number 1 power play unit. It's Bunting instead, and he's got a chance right there. Another shot there by William Nylander, stopped by Reimer. Yeah, I think it was probably the second hit. I don't think it was the Evander Kane hit that took Marner out of this game. I think it was the second hit. Marner was down on the ice quite a bit. And believe me, I did not like that at all. Here's Kasha getting a chance in Marner's spot. There was a block there in front. Let's see if we can set this up here. Kasha to Spezza. Spezza, slap it. Vintage. Tavares tried to find Nylander. Did not work. That puck is cleared down into the ice with 30-ish seconds to go. 39-ish seconds to go in the period. Here's Nylander. Nylander breaking it in. And he's going to stop up at the line. Nylander works around. Nylander looking for a man. Nylander is just going to circle around. Do we have an open man? No. Still no. Still no. Still no. Still no. Nylander just holding the puck. Makes it around. Does not get a shot away there, but Tavares is onto the puck for a second. But that puck's going to be cleared around. That was pitiful. My apologies there to my friends and family. We're going to try and move it. We're just going to go with a big slapper here from Nylander. At the point, at the buzzer. It's blocked. Do we have another chance? No. Yeah, pretty disappointing effort. I'm not going to lie. I've disappointed myself on the power play. We can do better. We definitely can. We still have a few seconds left here. Spezza and Tavares on this number one power play unit. That's interesting. Have we lost another winger? We still have 21 seconds left. Okay, nice play, Tavares. Nice play. In front. No. I tried to feed it in front to the open man there, but for some reason he took a shot before that could work out. That's okay, though. Spezza's going to jump off here and is going to give Kasha a chance. That's okay, too. I actually like that with Spezza on that top line. Here's Kasha. Over to Nylander. Reimer read it again. Reimer's been unreal. Reimer's been good for the Sharks. He's kept them in this game. The one goal that he'd probably like to have back was that Tavares goal where he just came in and slapped it. But, what is going on? Everything is like tic-tac-toe. Bonino. He scored. It's 4-3 Sharks. Was that a short-handed goal? I don't think it was. Man. Like I've said, it's the games when I score lots of goals, I don't play well defensively, and the games where I play well defensively, I can't score any goals. It's a trend, but that's okay. So, Brody in front. Oh, Nylander could not connect, but he was right there. Ferraro was all over him, but I felt like Nylander probably had a chance to get a stick on the puck. Here's TJ Brody. He's hit. This game's been very physical. Not really liking it so far. We're going to start pushing the pressure a little bit here to try and get a goal here in the third period. Normally I find that when I'm down a goal, I don't push enough. I just kind of sit back on it and hope for something to happen. And that's not the way I'm going to play this period here as we got Bunting into the zone. Bunting gets leveled. Feels like every time one of my players gets leveled, that the Sharks are the first man on the puck. And there's me skating into my own guy, so that's less than ideal as well. Okay, Bunting gets leveled. Come on. I want the referees to start calling those hits. It's not working out so far. There's a nice pass in front, stopped by Campbell. Remember that save if we can come back into this game. There's Benito, knocked off the puck there by Camp, and he's going to move the puck behind the net for Justin Hall. Justin Hall, we got to figure something out here, Hall. It's up to Bunting. Bunting gets it in. He's held on to forever there. No penalty on the play. It's funny that I'm calling for all these penalties because I haven't been able to generate anything with the power play, really. Here's Kasha into the zone. Kasha is knocked off the puck there momentarily. Mikheyev, get there, man. Come on, pinch. We don't have any. We gotta go here, boys. We really gotta go. Kasha, with Mikheyev going to the net. That passes behind him though. Mikheyev cuts in front. Mikheyev scores. Ilya Mikheyev. What a goal! What a move! It's 4-4, and this game is absolutely ridiculous. right over the pad there of James Reimer. Nice move by Mikheyev. It's a fourth line goal. And this game, can it get any more crazy? I feel like this is the craziest game that we've had so far in this series. Let me know in comments if you think this is the best game so far in this series, or whether or not we've had another one. I don't really remember the early ones. Mikheyev again, a chance in front. Simmons with the chance on the rebound there, could not collect it, but Mikheyev got his own rebound, and James Reimer turns him away. Back the other way come the Sharks. I'm kind of feeling the same way I did against the Kings the other night, where it's like, let's just get it to overtime to get a point. But here's Engvall to the net. Kerfoot stopped by James Reimer. Oh, man, remember that save for James Reimer. Oh, man. They look pretty calm on the San Jose Sharks bench, and I'm sure if they showed the Toronto Maple Leafs bench, we'd appear the same way as well. But, man, I don't think Bald Sheldon Keefe's going to like this performance that much. We like the offense, but we want to play better defensively. That's the end-all, be-all goal. And we've been preaching those Stanley Cup habits here in the virtual world. Let's see if Sandin can get something going here with his new number. Oh, look at that burst of speed from Sandin. He's got somebody going to the net. Was that Nylander? It was broken up by Vlasic, though. Sandin's liking his new number a lot. He was talking to me before the game, and he's like, what do I have to do to get a number? I thought that the Toronto Maple Leafs were supposed to be a world-class organization. I've been asking for this number for 21 episodes now. Come on, you got to give it to me. And I'm like, you're absolutely right, Sandin. We're a number one organization for a reason. We need to try and do better for our players. So if you want to change numbers, you can change numbers. So that we did. Sandin's going to go to the bench there, and Morgan Riley's going to hop off of it, and he's going to break into the zone and have a chance right away. But he's knocked off of the puck. The Sharks have been doing a great job of standing me up at the line. Kind of like it's always a power play. Here's TJ Brodie just absolutely attacking Vlasic. Come on, Kampf, get on him. Kampf is going to get that puck, and it's going to be fed back for Nylander, but he's broken up there by Carlson, and back comes Hurdle with Meyer. Meyer's knocked off the puck there by Morgan Riley, and TJ Brodie's going to collect the puck with 3 minutes to go. Brodie's going to, I hit pass, but it's turned over. That's okay, because Kampf's there with a nice defensive play, and we're just going to try and chip and chase here. Chip and chase, try and get something going here, but just trying to force this one to overtime, because, like I said, we just really need a point. It's a Western Conference team. It's not somebody we'll be fighting for a playoff spot in the end. There's Kerfoot in. Walks around. It's similar to the Brodie goal, but where it pops up in the air, but it does not go this time. We're in the last minute of play here, and now the goal is just to hang on. Just hang on. Just hang on and get it to overtime. Hurdle. Back for LeBlanc. LeBlanc. Or is it LeBanc? Don't know. Regardless, Justin Hall's going to walk away with the puck. He's going to wire it into the corner there. Cashes onto the puck. I guess another one of our goals is not to take a penalty here in the last minute of play, because the referees have had their whistles out in this game for sure. Cash just got leveled there. Mikheyev's into the zone. He's got Tavares going to the net. Mikheyev with a nice backhand onto the net. Did not go where I wanted it to go. I wanted to get the other pad there. And here's former Toronto Maple Leaf Barabanov. And that puck is turned over. And it's Justin Hall. Does he have a step? Does he have a step? Justin Hall with a step. The rebound. Shot wide there by Mikheyev. Is he going to pick up the puck? No. Oh, man. I almost took a slashing penalty there on Barabanov. I missed him, thankfully. And this highest scoring game of this series, I think. It's 4-4, and we're headed to overtime. Out shooting the Sharks 35-21. Out controlling them. We were 1 through 3 on the power play. They were 1 for 2. It all comes down to this. Overtime. William Nylander to take the faceoff. Nylander. It was scrummed, and Couture is going to walk away with the puck. Couture is probably going to have a man going to the net. Stopped by Campbell. Oh, man, what a chance that was there. 2 men in the puck, or 2 men in the corner looking for the puck, and the Sharks are going to come away with it, and they score. Thomas Hurdle. The Sharks were basically all over us in that overtime fray. James Reimer is going to come away with the victory against his former team. Oh, congratulations, Reimer. There's the goal. Oh, man. That's a frustrating one for sure. We had opportunities. We did. We outshot them. At least we picked up a point. We had the fight in us. I'm just going to take us here and see how long Mitch Marner is going to be out with an injury, because that's a big loss for us. He got hit, absolutely leveled twice in that game, and it looked like the second one finally did it. Mitch Marner has been injured with post-concussion syndrome. His estimated return date is January 22nd, 2022. That is a long, long way away. So we are going to be fighting that one for a while. So if you like this episode, hit the like button, subscribe if you really like it. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 23.